Mine's hedonism. What's yours? We're at ISM Brewing Company in Long Beach, California. Let's make them poor choices. We're here at ISM Brewing Company in Long Beach, California. Main reason why I chose this place to come to is I recently tried one of their beers at Hollingshead. We'll do a video on that place soon. And I had one of their beers and it blew me away, and I just knew I had to come try the rest of the beers because I figured they probably know what they're doing. I have seen this one on the shelf. It's called Gulp of Mexico. It's a Mexican lager. It's a 5% beer, and this is essentially what you're drinking if you were to try to transition into craft beer. This is a traditional Mexican lager, so something similar to like a Corona, Modelo type thing. Right off the bat on the nose, smells just like a Mexican lager. Even get like hits of like lime and like a little bit of salt, which is weird. Maybe that's just my brain programming myself to say that. Oh, stop drinking Modelo today. There's literally no reason for you to drink that. This is absolutely amazing. This tastes like a 5-star Modelo, like the best Modelo you've ever had. I give this 3 thumbs up, 5 thumbs up. I mean, literally, this is amazing. There's no reason why you should still be drinking Modelo when you can get access to this. Wow, I mean, guys, I'm not kidding, seriously. This might be the best Mexican lager I've ever had at any brewery. Come down and try this beer. This is absolutely fantastic. Honestly, pro tip, seriously, you always gotta have water when you're doing tastings like this. All right, up next on this list is gonna be the Drittstrasse, and it is a fest beer, which is basically a German lager. This is a 5.2% beer. Very typical smelling beer right off the bat. You've heard me say this before. I'm gonna say it again, and you'll probably hear me say it 1,000 times. I'm not a big fan of super malty beer when it comes to like lagers and pilsners. This is a very, very malt forward beer. I can tell you right now, if you like malt, if you like lagery malts, this is a great beer because it is a lot of malt. This is so malt forward. So you have to really, really enjoy that. I don't think this is a great beer for a newbie because this is really malty. It is a bunch of malt. It's actually still lingering in my palate right now. Making it a little bit tough for me. Again, that's just my palate though, so keep in mind if you like malty beers, this is going to be right up your alley. It's just not going to be up my alley. Up next is the Material Witness. It's a wit beer, and it is a 4 beer. Right off the bat, I'm a fan of the nose. You get a lot of that wheat grain, a little bit of like slight banana hints. Even again, like cloves. Again, very, very traditional of like those German style beers, that clove banana flavor, or in this case, smell. Holy crap. Dude, stop that thing. What the hell is that beer? So if you've ever had the Widmer Brothers Hefeweizen, they used to come in a little keg. Sometimes you can also still get them in a 12-pack. They come in a little mini keg. This is that beer right here. This is exactly what it tastes like. And it even has like notes of like a lemon shandy. 100%, this is right for the beginner. If you're here at ISM, get this beer. This is amazing, especially if you like Hefeweizens. This is right up that alley. Even though this is a wit beer, I mean, really, really close and similar in style. This is amazing right here. This tastes just like that Widmer's Hef.
I'm gonna take the time to let you guys know if you guys want similar content to this, if you want more beer reviews or actual interactions with people in breweries, let us know in the comment section and just basically, give us more engagement. We want to know what you guys want. Let us know what's missing from beer YouTube in general. What can we do to make it better? What can we do to make beer content on YouTube better? And we're here to make content for you guys. Anyways, like and subscribe. We're gonna get back to the video.
All right, round number 2 here at ISM. So first round was basically all the light stuff and anything that you would consider to be more for just a newbie or anybody that's just getting into it. But this is gonna be just a personal favorite of mine because this is all hops. This is a Pilsner followed by all West Coast style IPAs. Now the really important thing to note is on the light beers, it's more important when you first get into beer to understand what the style is. Try to remember what styles you're having that you're liking, because when you start to have beers that you like, as I say, a lager, you're going to keep going towards those beers. When you start having beers that are now going to be a little bit more higher, like more hoppier, you're going to have to get more onto the subtleties. The subtleties are going to be the thing that's key. That's going to tell you the differences of the beers that you're liking based on the type of hop. Right off the bat, I'll give you a heads up. The nose is telling me where this is going to take me. That is very, very hoppy. A lot of malt, a lot of everything. Very, very intense. Christmas trees. You want to taste what a Christmas tree tastes like? Right here. I'm not even kidding. Seriously, like a Christmas tree. That's exactly what it tastes like. I have no other notes. Christmas tree. Holy shit, dude. Tell me that doesn't taste like a Christmas tree. So, just to elaborate, Christmas tree, I mean that it's like super piney. It's just a lot of pine, like when you're putting up the Christmas tree and you're hitting those Brussels and those oils are being let out. That's exactly what it smells like, and it's exactly what it tastes like. It's like those pine resin, just super, super piney. It tastes like a Christmas tree. All right, next one up on that list is going to be the Simcoe hop West Coast IPA. Remember, these are all IPAs, so it's very important to notate the subtleties. That's what's going to set you apart on the beers that you like. So you need to understand, when you're getting into beer, you need to understand the style of beer that you're drinking. Get to know those styles, keep ordering those styles, get to drink more styles, so then you continue to keep challenging your palate to continue to get forward. When you start to get into those middle tiers and you already understand what style of beer you like, what you're going to need to do is understand what kind of hops you like. And it's a really good idea to start remembering what those hops are. For instance, Citra is my favorite hop. Simcoe is another very favorite of mine. About to try this one here. Again, this is the Anomalism Simcoe Hop West Coast IPA, sitting at 6.9%. And if you understand anything about Simcoe Hop, once you've gotten this far in, again, this is advanced drinking now, because now you're notating the differences between each one of these beers. Simcoe has this earthiness with like hints of like this passion fruit. This is a very traditional type Simcoe beer because I'm getting all the earthiness, that pine resin, the passion fruit, and it's a little bit of combination of everything. Simcoe is absolutely one of the top tier hops to use in beer per my standards. I know a lot of people love it, and there's a lot of beers that I love with Simcoe. This is pretty much the same. I love this beer. This is a great beer. All right, up next on that, Booism. This is actually a collaboration with North Park Brewing Company. It's sitting at 6.9%. Again, it's a West Coast style IPA. Just a boatload of pine, actually very similar to this Pilsner. A lot of pine going on. All right, I will say this. I'm not a fan. It has this bite right here, and it is just wrecking my palate. If you are a beginner, mid-tier, stay the hell away from this beer. This is for advanced drinking, and this is somebody that like just really wants to just get slapped in the face with just a whole bunch of like pine and like dankness. Dankness is just a term we use in the craft beer world that just has like this funkiness to the hop. Similar to smoking weed, basically. It is a very, very hefty amount of it. This is very tough to go down here. I'm not enjoying it personally because, again, I'm a very, very big fan of very balanced beers, and this has no balance. This is just frickin' Kung Fu, Bruce Lee right to the frickin' face, man. This is just not enjoying it. It used to be the Mike Tyson punch. We also fight. Not working like that anymore. So this is the beer that I mentioned originally when we first came in, that I had this at a different bar. They have this on tap, and it's the reason why I wanted to come and try this brewery to see how many of their beers can replicate this standard. So this is called Dank Meter. This is a West Coast IPA sitting at 6.7%. It is a collaboration with Rip Beer Brewing Company, or RIP Brewing Company. And this, I'll tell you right now, when I had it over there, it was phenomenal to the point where it made me want to come near. That is just a super ton of dankness. I set it on this one here. This is even more so. This just tastes like if you just let up some dro and are just going to town on it, man. I'm not kidding. This is just right there. My buddy Snoop Dogg and me are gonna finish drinking this beer. Oh my God, it is just a lot of weed, a lot of marijuana on this. So this is the Skull Crusher. It's a collaboration with Aces and L's out of Nevada. I've been to Aces and L's before, and it's a okay spot. I'm kind of looking forward to trying this just because I've been there before and I'm here, so it's kind of cool. West Coast IPA again, and we're looking at 6.6% ABV. This one is more balanced than all of these. These were really dank. These were like piney. This is probably the best balanced IPA. If you're looking for balance on the IPA, this is probably where I would go, just based off the fact that this one doesn't have the over-resounding amount of dankness or over amount of pininess. This has the overall best of both worlds. So this is where I would go. Final take. The clear concept of how a beer is made here for IPAs is either piney or dankness. It's a very specific type of style. Clearly, they make it right for if that's the kind of style you like. If you're looking for that type of drink, this is exactly for you. I personally would not do the dankness or these piney beers just because I'm not a big fan of it. You'll notice that I'll hint at citra hops because those are more floral and they're a little bit more juicy. These are going to be a little bit more specific. So if you're looking for beers like this is a great place to come. But this is a very, very standard of how these beers taste. I'm going to stick with the Skull Crusher just because of how much more balanced it is. This is way more my cup of tea. So most breweries will actually have a fridge where they're going to have a couple of beers on a to-go basis. The beer that actually won their gold medal for a West Coast IPA was no longer on tap because unfortunately it was just super popular. After trying the other IPAs, which I felt were just all very dank and kind of similar, I really felt that I would be doing this place a disservice by not trying one of the beers that actually got them on the map. So they only have this to go. They only have 3 cans left. I'm actually picking up one of the final ones that they have. It's called Western Standard Time. As soon as we get home, we're going to go ahead and crack open this baby and see what we can get out of this. Okay, so pretty cool scenario here. The owner of ISM just actually walked over to us and he was drilling some shelves over here, and he told us that he was going to interrupt the video. I told him, hey, thanks for even asking. And I told him, hey, I started shooting the shit, and I asked him about whether or not I could actually crack this open because I actually really wanted to try it, and I thought it would be a disservice to not try this beer because this is actually their gold medal winning beer over at the Great American Beer Festival. Western Standard Time, it's an IPA sitting at 6.7%. Here's the can. And again, we're still sitting here at ISM. Now I feel bad. Holy shit. Wow, this is a freaking amazing idea. I can 100% tell you, I know why they won a gold medal with this. This is actually a balance of dankness, which was the issue I had with the other 2 beers, that they were too dank, with the pininess, but this one actually has floral notes. It actually has a little bit more of like a citrus-like flavor, almost kind of like a mango, passion fruit type guava flavor. I'm going right back into this here. Let me see if I can get you anything else in it. The nose is all citrus, just lots of soft fruits. Again, guava, pineapple. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. This is the reason why you win gold medal, 100%.
Caffeine.
But owner of the brewery coming into play here. And
Hey guys.
Thank you, appreciate
Of course, happily.
thank you so much. I can't.
No problem.
So we're gonna do another review.
You get 2 gold medals there now.
Now we got 2 gold medal beers, and we thought we were leaving. Now we're actually officially. Hey man, wow.
Good, I'm glad. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Complete polar opposite of that. Those first 2 hoppy ones, because those were more pine resin, Christmas trees. Then I went straight dankness, like I was smoking with Snoop Dogg or something. And then I got that Skull Crusher in it. That's where I found that balance. And then now this one, I know why you won gold medal.
Thank you
This
very
is
much. It's got a little bit of everything in it. It's Mosaic Cryo, Strata, Simcoe, and Columbus Cryo. Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I thought there was quite a bit of Citra here.
Yeah.
And it's likely just because those are resembling in that sense, but
Sure, they play together so well.
yeah, but that Simcoe, I could see why that's coming. So it's a lot of that floral notes, but it's coming through with that bitterness, the dankness, the sweetness, then you can actually smell even, it's really, really a lot more floral than the others. This one has, it tricked me thinking it was citron, because I smelled more like a guava-ish, pineapple.
Yeah.
But as soon as I tried it, I was just mind blown with how well it was like a great rendition to try all the other beers that were meant to be more punch in the face. And then this one is just like that ultimate come together.
The ultimate package.
And I think this is a great rendition of why you guys would have won. Oh, shit, yeah, like, I sold her on that Mexican lager, man. I did. I sold her on the Mexican lager and told her, like, oh, that's the best beer for sure. Now I'm going to take it back. This is the best beer.
Oh, thank you very much.
But,
I appreciate it.
Well, let's, you know what? I'll give you an authentic, man. I like it. My authentic. Oh, nose. Almost like just like a nut brown ale. A lot of that straight chocolate. Like a nice little coffee. Like that coffee is kind of like just like a undertone on it. It's not like the pack you hit you in the face. It's like an undertone and just lingers the whole palate, and it just kind of lays on it, which is really nice. It actually allows that beer flavor to still come through. I find a lot of those coffee nitros usually like punch you in the face with this coffee, and then you're just like, well, am I drinking coffee? Am I drinking beer?
Yeah.
This is great because it actually is an underlying, and then it still allows all the regular natural malt-like flavors. It's really nice because it's just like straight chocolate, coffee.
Yeah, I find it really enjoyable, like a good cold brew.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah. It's like a really, really well-made cold brew without that super over-the-top rendition of like just coffee smacking you. I can also see why this. So, what award did this one win?
This one gold in coffee beer.
Oh,
Straight up coffee beer. Yeah.
now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because and then they probably had a lot of people like, for instance, don't get me wrong, Smog City makes
Absolutely.
amazing coffee porter, but that is a very, very coffee forward porter, and it is, right off the bat, right on the top of the palate, and it lingers above all the other flavors. The beer's here, the coffee's all the way at the top. This one, actually, I like it because it's actually underlying, and it still allows just the regular malt-like flavor characteristics to still pop all the way through. So it's actually really nice, man.
Thank you.
It's really, really good.
Appreciate it.
Actually, I'm surprised that I didn't even catch the fact that was
That's okay.
But thank you for letting me open this. That's crazy. Now I feel like I've gotten a much better representation of it. And honestly, the dank meter is the thing that sold me when I had it over at Hollingshead.
Right.
Yeah. And it immediately made me want to like just come here and try every beer. And we literally did. I had everything on the menu. I'm not even kidding. We literally had the whole thing. Like for instance, I wouldn't give somebody who's a brand new drinker any of those dank beers because I'd be like, oh dude, this unless they're like big smokers. I'm like, you smoke a lot? Okay, here. let me give you some of this beer. Because I can tell you right now, there's about 3 or 4 people that I know for a fact that if I give them those beers and they don't drink any craft beer, they would like that one.
Okay.
But and I wouldn't give like the pills because they would be like, oh man, it's just so much bite. But you give them Mexican lager, everybody starts off with something, and I feel like some people can give them a freaking crazy IPA from the get-go, and for some reason it just works for them and they like it. But I would say that the general consensus is that people usually need something kind of like lighter to get them into that, and then once you get into craft, that's what happened to me. I had a red ale, and now I hate red ales. But
Oh, really? Did you have our red ale?
I did, and you know what?
Okay, good.
I can't stand red ales anymore. I don't know what it is. Red ale was my conversion. I had a red ale, buddy gave it to me, and I said, what the hell is this? But it was the first time I'd ever had any of those flavors, and it immediately made me want to drink more beers.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
But more choices content, man. We'll come back.
Yeah, tag us for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so we just finished running the gauntlet here at ISM Brewing Company. As I've mentioned before, you shouldn't like every single beer that you have. The whole point of trying all these beers is to eventually find exactly what you do like. Remember the style of beer you like, remember the hops that you like, and then continue to go down that path and just continue to be adventurous with your palate and keep trying more stuff. I've tried almost every single beer that I can think of, and I'm liking the Mexican lager the most, which what I would consider to be a newbie beer. And this is the best thing. This is a world-class beer. This beer is phenomenal. It's amazing. Everybody needs to try this. And I'm sure you can pick it up at your local liquor store because I've seen cans of this. And it's my first time trying it on tap. It's absolutely phenomenal. So anyways, that's why I got myself a full pint of it. Because once you try the gauntlet and you find what you like, you should be ordering what you like. And as always, drink what you like. Cheers.